2021. And then we opened with Gabby sort of like in October 2021, and then we opened the full clubhouse in November 2021. So significant milestones would be, I guess, managing
that
to
your
raise the
favorite
funds.
significant milestones.
The opening.
No, your favorite
be like
significant milestones. I don't know if you heard that.
Would be the opening.
Okay.
The opening, the launch of the clubhouse. I mean, obviously, because that was now, a journey has come full circle. And we managed to open, and we had this whole big opening. I think it was over about 3 days. So yeah, that was significant and a little bit surreal because people kept saying how proud I must be, and I was like, okay. It was just, I was still sort of stuck in some sort of void. Well, anyway.
Because you were involved in the process, so the beauty was lost on you.
Yeah, completely lost on me, to be honest. It was just, look, let's get this thing done. That's all I could think of, So, yeah.
The challenges?
You said that. No, let me go for it. I'm done.
Okay.
You said that for a lot in 6 years. I mean, we're in a country. I mean, it's business generally where more than, I think it's 80% or 90% of businesses pack up within the first 5 years. And then, I mean, it must have taken you a lot of resilience and stuff like that. What would you consider?
Wait, she's speaking like her.
If we say 5 years, so that's what, 2023. Okay, so we're still here. All right, but operations really started in 2021, November, because that's when we opened and were operational. Even though, yes, okay, we were fairly operational, but not within our own space.
Okay.
So, yeah, but it's been tough.
Okay, so my question was, what would you consider to be GAIA Africa's top 3 valuable assets? I mean, what are the things that make you tick?
What are the things that make you what, sorry?
The things that make you tick as GAIA Africa.
As GAIA. Oh, right.
GAIA
Okay. Okay, well, first of all, the team, obviously, because without the team, there's no GAIA Africa. Secondly, it's the members, because without members, there's no GAIA Africa. Okay, and then I guess the third is what brings it all together, which is the clubhouse.
Or maybe you.
However,
yeah.
I suppose I have something to do with it. Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So on a scale of let's say, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you consider the ease of doing business in this country?
Did you say the
ease of doing business?
I wanted you to repeat the word ease because there.
Okay.
There is no ease of doing business, and the reason I say that is because in any country where you have to literally build your own infrastructure in order to go into business, you've already lost, right? So, I mean, yeah, it's just too difficult. You come to a place, you have to make sure that you have, like a backup for power, which is 2 generators that guzzle diesel like there's no tomorrow. And of course, we all know the price of diesel. We got our own transformer because we wanted to be sure that, we did not have to rely on, other people.
So did you say your own transformer?
Correct.
Nice.
Wow.
We had to build our own borehole and water treatment plant. What's the sewage treatment plant as well? We had to build. So yeah, I mean, it's just very, very difficult. And you're doing all of this, and you're still paying taxes, right? So the question really is, what benefit do I get as a contributor to the economy through, jobs that are created, etc. So yeah, there's no ease of doing business, and to be honest, I don't know how people do it. I mean, like, I wake up every day and I'm thinking, what am I doing? maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
It's seems to be doing quite well.
not that I ever regret sort of like leaving sort of paid employment or anything like that, but there's got to be an easier way to contribute to the economy. There has to be an easier way. This way is just not. It doesn't encourage you. It really doesn't encourage you. You know. And then we're living in a time where there's a lot of volatility, etc., etc., etc. There's so much uncertainty, and there's a lot of, in terms of consumer behavior, that is like changing every day. So today you don't know whether actually your business will survive because you don't know what people are thinking. A lot of the time, especially like post-COVID, people have completely changed the way they think. The way they spend money and the way they, basically the way they spend their money, the way they save, etc. So it's just not business as usual in any shape or form. It's very, very difficult. Yeah, okay. And then add to that, staffing issues. People, even like people just have changed, right? So. It seems to me that in a lot of cases, people are just looking for a stopgap to the next thing. It's very hard to come by people who are dedicated to what they're doing, have a lot of interest in what they're doing. I mean, I think that we've been lucky for the most part, but, that is, again, another issue.
How do you keep going?
Despite these challenges.
So two main things. One is that you have staff that rely on you. So you're like, okay, we have to keep going because people are relying on you. And it's not just your staff that are relying on you, their families are relying on them, etc. Right? So there's that. And then, of course, I have OPM. I have other people's money. So I have shareholders. And I'm not going to, I want to make sure that what I promise is what they will get. And, so that's kind of what keeps me going against all odds.
Okay. Thank you, Ma. Looking forward, how do you see your industry evolving in the coming years?
So by industry, you mean the company or the hospitality industry?
I would say the hospitality industry.
I think the hospitality industry will evolve quite significantly. I mean, a lot of stuff is happening, digitally. For example, if you go to any hotel and stuff, there are a lot of hotels that, you don't even have to see people to check in. You don't have to see people for anything, right? Everything is just digital. In terms of the clubs, for example, like private clubs, I mean, we're just beginning in Nigeria, really. When we talk about city clubs, like GAIA, like Capital Club, like the Metropolitan Club, that's been here forever. But that's literally that's 3. So I think that there is probably some space. There's space for more, but that will depend on how quickly mindsets change, how quickly behavior changes towards this type of thing, because it's not really in our culture, right? People just, generally people, well, for men, it has been, I think most men understand, even if they don't necessarily understand the club culture, they understand that whole networking thing, and they do stuff after work, and they touch base somewhere before they go home, etc. But women don't do that really, because we have more sort of, I guess, responsibilities in terms of, children, parents, the whole work. So yeah, it's not so easy. But at the same time, it's a necessary evolvement because, women are also now leading many organizations, etc., and have to stay connected. Yeah.